Good morning, everybody. June 21st. Welcome to our weekly update. This morning, Jim Boudreau, Town Administrator, and with me is Superintendent of Schools, Bill Burkhead. I'm going to start with our regular update, and then I'll kick it over to the Superintendent for the will be the last school update of the school year, and then we'll see him again in the fall. So for the COVID, Mavin data number was 25. That's down from last week's 30. Sorry, Mavin data was 28, up from last week's 25. Sorry. I was on the wrong sheet. The total number reported to the Board of Health this week was 55, which is down from 76 of last week. Our positivity rating has dropped to 7.73 from 8.97. Plymouth County is down to 5.95 from 7.1. And statewide, we are at 5.62, down from last week's of 6.52. Statewide, there are 34 individuals in ICU, down from 54 of last week. 14 patients are intubated, down from 18 of last week. So with the exception of our Maven number, the numbers are down across the board as the weather gets nicer. We like to see that. More people getting outside, so hopefully those numbers will continue to go down. We're not done with COVID yet, though. If you haven't gotten your shots and gotten your boosters, please do so as soon as possible. For the water update, the reservoir was even yesterday, which is down from 1.75 plus last week. Tac Factory pond was at plus 1 inch, down from 1.75 of last week. Average daily demand for the week was 1,481,000 gallons per day, down from 1.553 of last week. So we are in summer usage. We ask you to please conserve as best you can. Manganese is still concentrated at the water treatment plant, high enough to cause discoloration as it goes through. So you may see discolored water as it goes through the treatment plant. And rainfall of the last 7 days was 0.28 inches as measured at the water treatment plant. Selco, our water contractor this week, is going to be on Greenfield Terrace installing services. And a reminder to people, water restrictions are in place. These restrictions, all outdoor watering must occur before 9 a.m. and after 5 p.m. Automatic irrigation can only be used on specific days as designated by the Water Division. You can go to situatema.gov/water division to get those days when you can water with automatic irrigation. Speaking of water, we have two other updates. There'll be a listening session tonight for residents of Old Forge and Doctors Hill on the proposed new water treatment plant. Those residents have been mailed the link to that meeting. So that is for residents of those two areas to have any concerns that they have about the proposed water treatment plant, ask questions so we can make sure we have all the answers for them. A town-wide question and answer is currently scheduled for 7/13, and we'll provide details for that as we go along. Residents can go to the website scituatesurvey.com, take a brief survey in the water department. One of the things we will ask you is to provide your email address, and then we'll use that to provide information following up later as we get into the design and construction of the water treatment plant. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., we will conduct our annual mock drill lifeguard training at Peggotty Beach. Fire, police, lifeguards, and the harbor master will take part. So when you see all that activity down there tomorrow, that is scheduled training. We do it every year. And for those of you that use the beaches, lifeguards will begin staffing the beaches this Friday, 6/24, and will continue staffing throughout the summer. 4th of July weekend is coming up. We hate to be wet blankets, but remind you the fireworks are illegal, as is the consumption of alcohol in public spaces and bonfires. If you are having parties or people at your house, we ask that you please make sure that public safety vehicles can get up and down your street for your protection and protection of your neighbors. What we're telling you this year and every year is be safe, be smart, and everybody will have a happy and safe 4th of July. For commuters on Route 3, Cohasset has informed us they are beginning utility work on Route 3 starting today between Stop and Shop and Pond Street and continuing until August 1st. Between the hours of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m., southbound traffic will be detoured off Route 3A to Upper King Street. Northbound traffic will be shifted onto the southbound lanes, but will not be detoured off Route 3A. If you take Route 3A, you should expect delays going in either direction. And then finally, we'll keep reminding people the sanctuary at Herring Brook, which is the 40B on construction, Route 3A down there at Kennedy's Gardens. We'll be holding a lottery for the affordable housing units on August 8th, 2022. A public information session will be held via Zoom on July 23rd, 2022 at 6 p.m. Completed applications must be received at SEB Housing by 2 p.m. on July 25th. This information is posted on the town website, or you can go to sebhousing.com, click Affordable Housing Opportunities at the top, and then find the sanctuary at Herring Brook, and you get additional details. That is what I have for my update today, and I'll turn it over to Superintendent Burkhead.
Thank you, Mr. Boudreau, and good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. We'll start with our health and wellness update and an improvement in our COVID numbers. Last week, the district had a total of 28 cases. We're down to 19 for this week. The breakdown goes as follows: district employees, 0 cases; Cushing Elementary, 1 case; Gates Middle School, 6 cases; Hatherley Elementary, Jenkins Elementary, 1; Scituate High School, 11; and Wampatuck Elementary, 0 cases. Just a reminder that this coming Monday will be the last day of school. It'll be a half day for students. We wish everyone a happy and wonderful summer. As Mr. Boudreau said, this will be our last school report for the year. Want to give a shout out to our community for yesterday, our first and probably annual celebration of Juneteenth. We were probably one of the only or a few in the state that had a celebration plan. So there were close to 200 people in attendance at the Gates Commons yesterday, enjoying each other's company, learning about the importance of the holiday, and celebrating through dance, poetry, music, and stories. I want to thank our DEI director, Mr. Adams, our METCO coordinator, Mr. Barnes, and teacher Cheryl Rydell, and several others for staff and students that contributed to organizing the event, that participated in the event, and for all those that were able to attend. Thank you. It was a real joy to be there and a lot of fun, and I certainly enjoyed myself. So thank you to all. And finally, just to wrap up, we are in the final process of our 2 elementary principal searches. We have an opening at Jenkins Elementary and Cushing Elementary for next year. We'd like to thank the communities of Jenkins and Cushing for their thoughtful selection of the representative group that was part of the principal search committee. Also their contribution to the candidate profile, which we use to guide the search. The search committee has spent a significant amount of time studying the profile, reviewing applications, interviewing candidates, and making thoughtful recommendations to the central office team, in which there were 2 clearly outstanding candidates that rose above. The central office team has interviewed them, and additional interviews will be happening, as well as reference checks taking place. So we'd like the community to stay tuned for a community event that will be taking place in July, and we'll be sending that out early July to welcome and introduce those new principals to each respective school. So a lot of exciting things happen as we end the year. I know there's a bunch of field days today at the elementaries. Hoping folks want to thank the volunteers that have gone out to do that, and to our teachers and principals who have organized those events. So enjoy the rest of the year and happy summer to all. Thank you.
Thanks, Superintendent Burkhead. Just an update for people, this week's meeting. DEI committee, we're meeting tonight at 6:30, beautification at 7. Tomorrow night, Conservation Commission meetings at 6 p.m. There's also a hearing on the proposed 40B on Old Oak and Bucket. That'll be before the ZBA at 7. And then the planning board is meeting at 6:30 on Thursday. One other reminder, the beautification committee will be holding a beach cleanup at Egypt Beach from 3 to 5 p.m. on Sunday. So that's what we have today. We want to thank everybody for coming. Wish Superintendent Burke had a good summer. We'll see him in the fall, and we'll see everybody else next week. Thank you.